Colorful paintings, wooden tables and chairs sit comfortably in this open space. Houseplants in round sisal baskets hang from the roof. A classical instrumental plays in the background. This is just the perfect ambience for chilling. Here at Ayira's Neurodivergent Café in Kilimani, people chill differently though. They paint as they sip and eat, and also they are uniquely served. Ayira's Neurodivergent Café is one of its kind, a first in the region. Diana tells us where she got her inspiration from.
Ayira is my daughter. She's my first daughter. She's almost 6 years old. Ayira has a neurological condition. So I always wanted to have a place that we can hang out with friends and have fun and enjoy and relax. I enjoy doing that in my free time.
This, she says, made her realize that her daughter needs models of accommodation that support her and set her up for success in the future.
So when I got Ayira, I remember I had traveled to the US to get her diagnosis. When we were in Kenya and tried, looking at, we knew that something was wrong with her. Doctors here could not really pinpoint what was the problem. So we had to travel to the US when she was 9 months old and try and understand, get to the bottom of what her diagnosis is. That's when we came to, we're told that she has a syndrome called Primrose syndrome that is very rare. That was the cause of her developmental delays. So we've always gone to Boston Children's Hospital for checkup because it's a very rare condition, but she's doing well with it. When she was around 2 years, we went back for a long checkup and I enrolled Ayira's to a daycare that was inclusive. This means it has typical and neurodivergent like herself. And across that daycare, there used to be a center for adults who are neurodivergent. So I could drop her at the daycare and I would sit across the road and have coffee. And I was having coffee, I would see these neurodivergent adults, they are brought in and during the day, they are doing something of substance. And I always thought to myself, this is what I want for my child. If you talk to any special need parents, what we always want or what our fear is to make our children independent. We wake up every morning and everything we do is to try and make our children independent. And that is always if it will ever happen. So I felt touched by this and I told myself that I want to relocate because I want my child to be able to have a chance to contribute to the society. In this part of the world, the neurodiverse are not given a chance. No one knows where they are. You work with your children, school fees. First of all, most or all special needs kids have gone to more than 5 or 10 or even 50 schools. People don't know how to handle them. Even after struggling with school, you always pay extra. You probably have a shadow teacher taking your child to school, meaning it's extra. And there's always these extra therapies as well. So after struggling with our children for all those years, they reach 18, 19, when their peers are going into the world and contributing to the world, they have nowhere to go. So I told myself, for my child and the sake of my child, I'm going to relocate. Because that's, every parent wants their child to get the best. So when I was in the process of trying to process my papers to relocate, COVID came. So it gave me a pause and I think it was the best thing that happened. Of course, that's the positive side of COVID. So I paused and I asked myself, why am I running away? Why can't I be able to create that environment for my child and not only herself, others in Kenya? So that's when Ayura opening a cafe came into mind. Why a cafe? I wanted a place where they can be seen. There are many things that they can be able to do behind the scenes. Say if I wanted to open a fashion they'd be sewing and, making clothes, but they will not be visible to the society. So I always thought that like I said, I always wanted a restaurant or a hangout place. I said, why not merge this and be able to show the world that the neurodiverse can also be able to contribute to the world. So in between COVID, I got a place and set it up, and that's how Ayira's Café started.
At 9 years now,
She loves coming here, and I love introducing her to the patrons and everyone and tell them this is the person who's made this place happen. She's my inspiration for this. Yeah.
Mi si mchoraji, nimekamkubatisha, but I had heard about the place last year. I went to the Westlands branch, tena nikasikia mnahamia hapa, so nikasema nitajileta. I like it as a creative. It's opening to the process. Hata kama you're not a painter or an artist, unasikia unaweza just get something out of here. So that's why I would be coming back. So especially I like this new branch. So yeah. Leo nabahatisha tu kenye itakamkwa akili nitachora. So far niko na michoro hapa. Wataona, but nothing serious yet. I do photo and video, so it's more of kutafuta your inspiration ya now to creatively kutafuta venye nita create new things, new videos. So ile tu nakamkufungua akili.
the sport has been lauded for its efforts to ensure equality. Her team is very hands-on. This day, we were served by this joyful and youthful duo.
Kwa majina naitwa Nicole Maina na niko 25 years. Ayira nilianza 2021. Nilijua kutengeneza smoothies, dawa, milkshakes, hizo tu ninajua. Na kusafisha compound na kumsaidia mtu na kusaidiana tu. Inakuja before saa 5 ifike.
Today I'm painting forest mystery, and I am an artist instructor. I love working with all kind of people, kids, adult. It's much exciting when you are teaching someone to draw and painting. They also give me motivation to go forward. Despite of that, I'm also working at Special Olympics Kenya. I'm an athlete leader and also a mentor. I mentor kids. My condition started when I was a kid. I couldn't read, I couldn't write. So I used to go to school study at 844. So I went there, studied, but there was nothing. Couldn't get anything. So after a few months, I went to a special school. After there, I stayed like a year. Then I went to another special school, secondary. It's called KCCL, or in full Kenya Community Center for Learning. So there I've learned more. Actually, this painting and art I've gained from there. I also do music. I've learned from that school. Speaking, I couldn't speak like now, like in front of the camera, to many crowds, I couldn't. But now, also through Special Olympics, I've been able to speak, because I've represented Kenya through Special Olympics in Azerbaijan and in South Korea. I like this cafe because it actually motivates people through art. You can come, have coffee or lunch, and you come and paint. And with painting, you can paint anything according to what you want. Painting can release stress. If you have stress, you can put it in your painting. Also, painting is like telling stories. Yeah. You can find someone is not good at telling stories. but through painting or drawing, they are very good at telling story there.
As groups, birthdays, enjoy, they come and sip and paint as they do their birthdays. It's a very hot spot for birthdays and group events. We've had even the Ministry of Health doing the mental day awareness was done here, yeah, for last year, 2022. And why they chose us, because of course, with neurodiversity comes a lot of mental health issues, and seeing that we are open and ready to talk about it. It was one of the most successful events I've had, because people came out and people talked about what the world stigmatized also, which is mental health, and it was very vibrant and lively. We've had several groups of neurodiverse. We've had the Down syndrome had their day here. Dyslexia had their week when they're celebrating their week. So I feel like there's an identity also with the neurodiverse different organizations coming in and supporting us and working with us, because we are truly showing the picture of what we want our children to be. Other than that, families also like coming to hang out here with children. There's a lot of playing activities. Yeah, so it's a mix of everything.
An engineer by profession, Diana adds she likes what Ayira Neurodivergent Café is becoming.
And other than being the proprietor, I'm also an engineer by background. I'm a salesperson. I work for one of the multinational, one of the blue chip companies in Kenya. I am a mother to 3 beautiful young daughters. I am a wife, daughter, sisters to wonderful many siblings, and a friend. So that is Diana in a nutshell. So Diana is easygoing. I'd say I'm a very easygoing person, fun-loving, likes chilling, relaxing. So the concept of Ayira's itself, you know, shows my personality, the vibrancy, the brightness, that's me. All these have been brought up together, something I made up from, you know, myself. I'm like the interior designer, though I've not, you know, studied that, but it brings out me, it's my personality. So Ayira's, we are known for our painting more than anything. It's kind of an artistic place. We are the founders of the famous Sip and Paint. So most of our customers come here to chill, relax, paint as they're sipping wine and cocktails. So we are really, really known for that. People enjoy coming here because it's not so, it is a relaxed place. It is not loud, it is chilled. So when you want a chill spot, a green place, you know, a place you can just go and hang out with friends, relax, have a nice afternoon, a meal, wine, cocktails, you know, relax your day, it's at Ayira's Cafe. So I believe that's why our customers love coming to this place. Painting is very therapeutic and relaxing, painting and music. And my daughter, I learned this from my daughter. When she listens to music, she's a different person. And when I've spoken to neurodiverse individuals, they tell me that music and painting relaxes them. So when people come here, the hours you spend painting are therapy in itself. So it's something that has been proven, and it's been shown that it offers therapy and a form of expressing yourself, releasing yourself, and just being in the moment that is very rare at this time and age. There are very few activities or places where you can be able to do such activities in this town. It's either people go hang out, eat, drink, but this is something quite different. So people really appreciate that they can be able to come in and chill out. It's a space where I've seen Gen Z love to coming for dates. I remember when I was young, we would not have such areas. We used to sit down and think, where can we go and do an activity that's quite affordable for 2,000 shillings. So it's also, that spot for them. For the 2,000 shillings, you come in, and that's why we always like taking reservations, because on a day that we are full, if you sit on that seat and you feel like you want to pay it for 6 hours, it's 6 hours. We cannot stop you. You are expressing yourself through the painting. So we don't tell you that it's time, stand up, someone else needs to come in. Yeah. So on busy days, we always tell our customers that you need a reservation, which is mostly on Saturdays and Sundays. Otherwise, you paint for as long as you want. More and more, we are getting artists who want us to put up their paintings for them so that they can be able to use the area as a sale, where our customers come in and can buy the paintings. So yeah, that's another thing that also is coming up and cropping up. Having more and more painters or artists who want to come and showcase themselves and put their stuff in our space, which we welcome. So we open throughout the week, Monday to Sunday. We serve breakfast from 7 o'clock to 9:10. I don't do late hours because of the people I employ. I'm very cognizant, and it's a daytime family-like chill spot. We have African cuisine, we have intercontinental cuisine, and we have some very healthy smoothies. Of course, when you open a space, you express yourself in it. So our smoothie menu is entirely me. I enjoy eating healthy and being healthy. So we have awesome breakfast smoothies, great smoothies for the day that you can enjoy. We have salads, great salads, and also your typical food, chicken, beef, etc. And after 8, 9, 10, we don't do a lot of, we don't have a lot of activities unless there's a prior booking, which we do and accommodate. Mostly people do reservations because when people are calling for reservation, mostly are coming to paint, and we have to accommodate them for that. Other than that, we also have walk-ins, so we accommodate both. So when I was setting it up, of course, I was afraid. I remember I went to one of the special needs groups that I am with that mostly has parents out of Kenya, and floated this idea to them and told them that this is what I want to do, and I'm not sure about the reception because my part of the world, there's a lot of stigma, first of all. If you have a neurodiverse child, how they're looked at, how they're received, there's a lot of stigma in it. And I got a lot of encouragement from them. When I talked to people locally, I had mixed feelings. So they were telling me, but people want to come to a restaurant, and get their orders right. They want, to be served quickly. I had mixed feelings. But I remember talking to my sisters and my family, and they told me, go for it. If you never try it, you'll never know. So try it. And I think one of my sisters who runs a business and has been a business lady for a while told me, Diana, if you hold back, you'll never know. Say, go do it. If it doesn't work, you'll say, in my mind, I tried it and it failed. But if you don't do it, you'll always live with what if. And I don't think you're a what if person. So coincidentally, I got a space that was being shared in Westlands. And having a shared space, the rent wasn't too much. So it gave me the leap of faith and said, let me go and try it. And surprisingly, the reception was really, really good, especially from the neurodiverse community. People have always been waiting for this, and I didn't know that it gave people the encouragement and confidence. The families of neurodiverse, you see some hope, because I remember even now as Ayira, I've always wanted, or I'm always thinking, how will her future be? But if you're able to see another neurodiverse individual contributing, working, you know, doing something meaningful with their lives, earning a living, it is very encouraging. So the reception was very good. And even to the wider public, people are educated. We have books that we educate people on. People come, we talk to them, we tell them what our restaurant is all about. And you'll always find someone telling me that, yeah, I have a neighbor. Yeah, my cousin, my nephew, my sister, my brother. So this thing affects a wider population, but there's never been a platform to address it openly. So Ayira is giving people that platform to talk about it, address it, make it a reality, destigmatize it, and make it part of our day-to-day life that it should. Because our children deserve to be part of the society. Yeah. 2023 looks like it's going to be a promising year for Diana, Ayira's also. As you can see, the weather is bright and shining, and I feel like this year is going to be ours. It's going to be bright and shining. For those who've been our customer for the last 1 year, asanteni sana and welcome back. And for the new people, karibuni sana. Now you know Ayira as a hotspot where you can be able to come, paint, do activities, whether you're alone, with friends, family, a couple, karibuni sana. And we look forward to having you and hosting you this 2023.